What up, people? It is me, your host, Syd Groves, and welcome to Barely Friends, the podcast where we share thoughts, opinions, stories, life experiences, whatever you want, that some of our closest friends don't even know. As I said, I am Syd Groves, and of course, my co-host...
Jordy Pagano.
And the person that laughed at me as soon as I said, what up, is my... BFF and former college roommate, Sophia Tian. Hello, Sophia. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sophia Tian. Like Syd just said, it's so nice to meet you guys via podcast for whoever is listening.
All right, Sophia and I roomed together. Well,
Wait, can I just say why I laughed?
Yeah, why did you laugh?
It sounded like you were, like I was going on a roller coaster and you're like those people at Six Flags. It's like, welcome to El Toro. Buckle up and enjoy the ride.
I love that.
I kind of loved it.
Oh, thank you. I've been practicing.
It was good. I just didn't love that. What up?
No, that I felt like you need that.
I did a
What
finger
up,
go.
You did a Gen Z finger.
Gen Z finger. So as I was saying, Sophia and I lived together.
Yes.
Our senior year of school, my one senior semester that I had of school. Mm-hmm. And we really bonded on an unreal level. We did so many shenanigans. If it comes to deciding to drink an entire fishbowl by ourselves on Sunday nights before we have to go to work. Or we had help, or going to Chinatown to celebrate the Chinese New Year.
And we missed it.
And
Okay.
Also fighting racism in a college bar, multiple college bars in different states.
Yes.
We're social activists. It's no big deal. It's
Yes.
fine. But another thing that Sophia and I love to do were help each other with guys and getting ready for first dates and whatever. One time.
Are you going to tell the story that I think you are?
I think so. One time there was a man's that I did not expect to come visit me.
Yeah.
This man is
He's a former man,
A former man. Wait.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who are we talking about?
Former man.
former man. He's still a man.
He's still a man.
He's still.
Wait, I did
Yeah,
not.
hold up. Wait, let's backtrack here.
I meant a former fling.
Former fling. Yes.
Oh, I'm so
okay.
sorry. I did not mean.
You meant
I was
former,
like, wow.
She meant former manses. He's a former
I was gonna say
manses.
we're covering everything.
Yeah.
Social
No.
And
activism at its-
I had no idea that he was in the area and said, I was just going to say hi, whatever. So at this point, I had a full day in New York. I had to teach, and then I had class that day. And my room was honestly a mess.
It's usually always a mess.
No, it wasn't always.
you're messy.
No, she's messy.
Syd is messy?
Until the day of laundry.
And then I'm okay.
But then for it's because you're so busy
Wow.
that
Yes.
you'll throw everything around.
That's an
I
excuse.
throw things around for like one day, and then they're messy.
No.
All right.
No.
Oh, no, let me hear this. Forget about the first
She will
thing.
sleep on a corner of her. She will sleep on a corner of her bed because the rest will have junk and she won't move it. Like her laptop.
Oh my gosh.
She's got pillows. She's got clothes.
Syd.
She doesn't want to like put it away.
All right. I'm
And then I'll
really
be
just
like,
being exposed right
And
now.
you were all
Yeah.
like, I'm so put together.
I am
I'm
put
so
together.
unapproachable
You're
because I'm
put
just
together
so...
when you want to be
When
put
I wanna be.
together. But
Not your room.
Well, okay. My schedule was so busy.
it was really busy, so I don't blame her.
But you
Yeah.
know,
But regardless.
I have a saying.
What?
What is the saying?
You know, your room is a representation of your life.
It is.
So if your room's a mess, your life's a mess.
Well, my room right now
and
is
my room
pretty
is
okay.
spotless.
All right.
Your room's
Oh,
pretty
so-
okay, so your life's just pretty okay.
I mean, it is. It's pretty okay.
Yeah. As I was saying, though, so we did not know that this man was coming. At this point, my room was a little messy. It wasn't crazy.
It was
but
a little crazy.
It was a little crazy.
It was
And-
like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, so Sophia and I are like gathering things, like trying to get things together, lighting a candle. In this moment, she steps on my hair straightener.
You really downplayed this story.
What? I don't really remember.
It was
to
more
be
like,
honest.
I don't even know if we were like chilling together or if I was in my room.
No, we were
independently.
chilling together, I think.
Okay, and then you go, Sophia, he's coming. And we literally jump out of bed or jump however we were. And then you frantically start like throwing your clothes everywhere. And we're like screaming at this point. The candle was not lit yet. The candle was like something that I did as you were leaving, and then you were like, you have to blow it out like 5 minutes later, or like wait 30 seconds and then blow it out. And I was frantically like screaming and running with you, and then I stepped on your
the straightener.
I heard something click, and then I was like,
it was broken.
Oh no. Yeah, it was
So this man
detached.
comes up and he's wearing a trench coat. He's cool.
Yeah.
And Sophia's in her
Sketchy.
room. No, he's beautiful.
No, it's a fashionable trench coat.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's
Fashion
in
forward.
her room gluing my straightener back together, but acting like nothing happened. Oh, hey, what's up? She says.
I'm just like in my room and I peek out. I'm like, oh, hey, like nothing to see here. Well, it's because like when I saw the straightener, first of all, I didn't want to pay for a straightener. And second of all, I saw the damage and I was like, I can attempt to fix it because I like fixing things, first of all. And then second of all, I was just like, I'll make it work because
And you know what? It lasted for a really long time. It just recently broke.
You kept it broken.
Oh, we kept it. It was good.
I fixed it.
And then it just recently broke.
I really didn't want to pay for it. No offense.
I got it. It's fine.
I was really broke at the time.
Yeah, we all are.
I was just in no position to spend like $50. Like straighteners are expensive.
Yeah, straighteners are expensive.
So, and it had just been Halloween, so you had like this really strong glue.
Yes,
for one of your costumes, and I knew. So immediately I was like, I can fix this because it wasn't even just Gorilla Glue; it was like Gorilla Glue Plus.
It was crazy.
Yeah. So then I took that.
Godzilla.
Honestly, it might have been branded
I meant King Kong glue because of the gorilla thing, but the G's, man, the G's messed me up.
No, Godzilla is great too.
Yeah, he's strong.
Yeah. So I took the straightener, then the glue, ran to my room, blew out the candle. He came up. You guys were finagling.
Yeah, so Sophia and I...
Yeah.
No, we hung out. It was fine. He's a nice man.
Finagled.
You kissed him?
Yeah.
We might have kissed. Like, I don't know.
You did.
I might have let him within 6 feet of me, which I usually don't do. So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
But Sophia and I have always been on this type of shenanigans. Like, whenever we need each other with guys, we were always there for each other. So...
I think it's really just one-sided.
No. Because of what happened.
Who's always there?
I'm always there for you.
Hello. Let's talk about the story of this first date that happened.
Oh, okay. You weren't there for me. You were MIA.
Okay.
You were missing in action.
Is this? Did you tell me this story at one point?
I might have.
It's a good story.
If it's the story I'm thinking of, it's funny.
Okay. All right. So something that I really like to do, and I've been told this recently, and I didn't realize it, that I hate being set up with people, but I love playing matchmaker and setting people up. So Sophia had her eyes on this nice man.
I've been had my eyes on him.
She been had her eyes on him, but
he was like a guy that I was like, I'll keep him in the back of my head for whenever
she needs him.
You know, I'm single.
Whenever you wanted to finagle.
Yes, precisely.
So I had contacted his friend that I had with him, and I was like, yo, what's up? Yo, Sophia, like, kind of thinks he's cute.
Which I actually hate. Like, I hate when people do that, and she did it behind my back. Because it feels so middle school. Like, when people are like...
Sometimes that's the best way to go about it.
Sometimes
it is. Sometimes you just
gotta
do what
you weren't going to reach out.
But it also wasn't pressing for me. Like, it
wasn't that serious, but I was so for it.
You were bored.
I was bored.
You were bored. You were a bored friend.
So
I meddled. And so he was like, yo, actually, like, he's really into Sophia, too. So I was like, no way, let's
So you might be Cupid.
up.
No, but I hated that because then... Did he snap me? Or, like, he snapped me and he was like, Syd said something, blah, blah, blah. And I was like...
that's a weak move.
Bad.
That's a weak move on his part.
No, but he really wasn't that into me. Like, it really wasn't like...
Well, he wasn't into you because what had happened that night.
No, I meant previously. Like, he was like, oh,
well,
yeah,
I think
cute.
that he was probably just awkward, though, too, because I don't think that he's really used to talking to girls. There was never a chance, like, never a moment at school where I saw him conversing with a female.
You have literally partied with him. You have videos with him partying.
I know, but I'm saying he's partying, like he's out, but he's not talking
partying doesn't
to
mean
girls.
You're like talking to girls.
Okay, yeah.
Jordan doesn't talk to girls. So then I set that up, and then they were snapping, and I was
barely snapped.
Oh my gosh, it's happening! But whatever. So then a first date was set up.
Yeah, it was like really weird. So we had very few snap interactions.
You guys texted a little bit.
No, that was our thing. Like, he never texted me. He only texted me to set up the date. And then before and after, like, he never. Oh no, he did text me a little, and it was really uncomfy.
I think. Wait, no. He texted you, and you didn't like that he texted you. You wanted him to Snapchat you, which I think is crazy.
No,
that's
if
crazy.
you just want to Snapchat, that's like that's like too casual.
no,
Exactly.
yeah.
If you're
I
going
agree.
on, but if you're going on a date, you gotta start.
You gotta text.
Wait.
Communicate.
If this actually happened, I don't recall, and I currently don't agree with what former Sophia believed. I think I wanted to snap and text. Like, I was snapping him, but he wouldn't respond to my snaps.
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, I want both. I want you to see my face, and I want you to,
Listen to your
Okay.
words.
Yes. Wow, that was deep.
See my face. Listen to my words.
It's your next merch line. Sophia collab.
Making t-shirts right now at Austin. Write it down. So this is what's happening. They set up the date, and Sophia's look. You were excited. You were nervous.
I was really excited because, okay, I had been in a long-term relationship prior.
Oh,
and
this
then-
is like your first date after a long
Yes.
term?
Yeah.
That's a big one.
And then also, I don't know, I felt like it was like a long time coming because like I did like.
She had her eye on him.
He had
for
been in the back of your mind,
Yes,
and now he's in the front.
Yes.
Yes. It was like really surreal.
You still look nervous.
Well, it's just an uncomfy story.
I remember we have a group chat with one of our friends, and she sent a picture of her outfit. I'll never forget it to this day. She was wearing
my
a
God.
black sweater, turtleneck, black jeans, belt, white sneakers.
You went all black with white sneaks?
I don't think I had a belt. I don't
Okay,
do
maybe
belts.
no belt. Maybe no belt.
You love belts. I don't.
I'm a belt.
I had a lot of struggle picking out the shoes because at the time I was like, a little laugh moment.
Yeah.
I was like a huge like sneakerhead at the time, and I was like, which can I make this one work or like this one? I was trying too
I remember
hard.
your mom saying that you didn't look feminine enough.
No, yeah, my mom, she has a lot of beef with the way I dress.
So she had the outfit, whatever. At this time, though, so it was on a Friday, and on
I didn't even know that.
No, it was on a Friday.
Okay.
And on Fridays, I worked in this. Why do I know so much about this?
Yeah, you
date
like
and
blocked this from
know-
your memory. You're like not having it.
It's really bad.
On this Friday, I worked in the city. On that day, I got home and then I was teaching till 8 o'clock. So I had said, like update me, whatever. I have her location, just in
Okay.
case like she ever gets kidnapped. So
Yeah.
like we're good.
Human trafficking, it's real.
Yeah, it's very real.
I don't know why. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
Especially in New York City. It's popping
New
over
Brunswick.
there.
This is happening in New Brunswick.
We were in New Brunswick.
Hey, it's happening. That human trafficking is happening in New Brunswick too.
In any of the news, New York, New Brunswick,
New Mexico.
New Hampshire.
So we're like, yeah, we need to keep each other updated, whatever. So
No, okay, let me tell my side. As I'm getting ready, of course, I sent the group chat like a ton of outfit pictures. I was panicking. Like, I have it in my Snap memory somewhere. I was like documenting how nervous I was, but also excited. Syd like had a moment where she was like, you know what, Sophia, like, I'm really happy for you because you have been thinking about this for a while. So it's like this is really
I say
surreal.
supportive.
And me and this guy are texting, and he's like, should I pick up wine for after the dinner? And I was kind of like, I didn't invite you over.
But she texted me like he just said that he bought wine. Like, did he just invite himself over?
Yeah.
And I was like, he just invited himself
Yeah.
up to our apartment.
And I was kind of annoyed at that.
Kind of a clever move on his part with the
Yes.
wine. He wasn't just like, am I gonna come? He was like, I got wine for.
No,
after.
he asked. He was like, should I get wine for afterwards? And I was like, I get red when I drink, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna really drink, but
Megan's shaking his head. He knows.
he gets the Asian glow, but
Asian glow is real, everybody.
so real.
It's real.
Did you not know what that was? You looked confused. We need to culture Jordy.
You're not closer.
Wait, you really didn't know what that was?
No, I just thought like you get like wine makes you like a little red. Like, I don't know.
No, Asians lack like an enzyme. Like, we're technically allergic to alcohol.
Oh, I also think I'm allergic to alcohol.
But you're not Asian, so
You don't get Asian glow.
Don't you
Like,
No,
culturally
well,
appropriate their lack of enzymes?
No, I'm not appropriating any enzymes here. I don't even know what an enzyme is. But
Oh, no.
I think
know
I'm
what an enzyme is.
I think I'm allergic to alcohol too because
Yeah,
every
okay.
time I drink,
no, yeah.
the next morning I can't remember anything.
No, I
Just do you have a drinking problem?
yeah, that's just going too far.
I don't know. It happens every time.
You know, I heard your eyes go in crazy directions from your podcast with Athena. So it's really just a you
yeah.
problem.
That just sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, so
we'll
anyways.
agree to disagree.
But this guy's also Asian.
Yeah, but
So
some
he
Asians,
gets the Asian
some Asians
glow.
don't. Some Asians don't.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
The Asian glow.
some
Asian glow.
Asians don't get it. Not all do, but it's very common for Asians too. And it would be called Asian glow, but that's besides the point.
But also, it was a cheap bottle of wine. Like, you're going to get a headache after you drink
Yeah,
it. It was
but
like $4 at Trader Joe's.
The point was I said no to wine because I didn't want to get red in front of him. It's embarrassing, especially for a first date. And then he was like, okay, but I was like, you can drink if you want to. So then he got the wine.
And he just drank?
Yeah,
Just
I mean, I
listen.
sipped. But anyways,
Weird.
Sophia gets picked up.
Yeah.
So I'm teaching now. I'm teaching the youth of America
Yeah,
right now.
I get
dance.
picked up.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is dance. I'm saying you're teaching.
he picks me up like in his hoopty of a car.
Which is fine. All right,
Yeah.
I
It's
drove a
really-
hoopty one
You're a college
time.
kid, right?
It's no,
he
He's 2
graduated.
years older.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He works at a bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really don't care. I just say it for like the spice in the story. Like
You
I,
got it.
Yeah.
I really don't care if you drive a hoopty of a car. I don't even have a car myself, so to each their. What was I saying?
So he picks you up, though,
In the hoopty.
in the hoopty.
Yes, I'm already like kind of sussed out because he invited himself over.
Yes.
I had 5 minutes to get to our restaurant. The restaurant was on campus. He picked me up from campus. We were going to a place on campus.
What restaurant? That's important.
Was it the George Street Ale House?
Maybe, or the tavern thing.
Okay, I was just making sure he took you on George Street.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was on. It wasn't
Yeah.
like he took you to a Honey
You
Grow.
guys ain't going to
No.
Hansel.
No.
We're
yeah.
actually going on Easton Avenue.
But the whole point is that I had 5 minutes to not fuck up. 5 minutes, guys, to not make any mistakes.
And guess what?
We didn't preface this well enough because, okay, after the date was established, my biggest fear when I first meet someone is like what they'll sound like, because I know what they look like from Instagram, but I need to know your voice.
You never talked to this kid before?
She has, but just not like
For maybe
significantly enough.
5 minutes,
Okay.
like 3 years ago. So I don't remember. So I was like, Syd, like, I thought he had a high voice. And she was like, no, like, Syd knows him more than me. So she was like, no, he has like a normally low voice. And I was like, no, like, I remember it like striked me in a weird way. Like it was high. And she was like, no, like I feel like I'd know if it was high. So this was an ongoing debate. Like she was certain that it was low and I was certain that it was high. And the second I got into the car and he says hi to me, his voice is high.
But high to your standards? Like,
No,
did you,
it's
or
high.
just high?
No, it's high.
Like it's high.
It's a high
Oh, it's a
voice.
high voice.
It's a higher voice.
like
Yeah, it's
higher
up
than
there.
mine?
Your voice is
yours
low.
Yeah, you don't really have a high
Shit.
voice.
He's like, yeah.
I got an Adam's apple.
Well, this man did not. So I get into
Is
the
that
car.
what makes her voice deep?
I don't know.
With the 5 minutes, I try to text Syd. Voice is high. That's it. And, you know, I don't like to text on my first date or text like while I'm with someone.
Be on your
so
phone.
I kept it brief. Like it was just voice is high, you know? Do a little side text in the car. And his phone is on the dash, you know, navigating, and he goes, "Why did you just text me?"
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like still looking down, and I was like, I, you know, and he was like, "Why did you just text me?" And I was like, that was supposed to go to Syd. And he was like, "Were you guys gossiping about me, or like were you talking
Obviously.
shit?"
Like, come on.
And no, at this moment, I was so flustered. So I was like, no, of course not. Like, why would I be doing that? I just, you know, I got the names mixed up. Like, it was an accident. He
Go
hadn't,
with S names. So
he didn't open it yet.
Did you tell him, like, just tell it.
He didn't open it yet. And, you know, after that moment, I kind of just went back to making small talk for like a minute because I was trying to figure out what to do. I didn't know what to do. He could not read this message. I knew that no matter what, he could not open up this message. So after like a minute of like just awkwardness, I was like, you know, like, I need to see your phone. Like, can you unlock your phone? And that's incredibly weird to ask a guy to
Yeah,
like unlock his
absolutely.
phone.
especially you don't know him. So
Yes.
that's just
Like, you're obviously, if I'm that guy, I'm like,
no.
what did she say about
Isn't
me?
it
Like, what?
so odd that he let me like unlock his?
Well, no.
Oh.
I think, well, he's got two options there. It's yes or no. If you say no, you're kind of a jerk.
Yeah, but like if that happened to you, if that happened to me, I'd be like, absolutely not. I'm reading that text message. Like this date either
On the
ends right
first,
here.
oh, okay.
I would say it like playfully. I'd be like,
I'm
no,
su-
like, I'm gonna read it.
Oh yeah. But
I was
like,
gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna let you read.
yeah, but the point is, I would just not like let them delete it.
I'm too non-confrontational to like be like, "What'd you say about me?"
We're both really confident.
Yeah, I'd be like, "No, here, take it. Here, you want my location too? Here's my social. Here's my social."
Do you want $20? Like,
Here's my wallet.
here's my social security card.
Yeah, so he let me unlock his phone and everything. I deleted the message. I thought I was in the clear. Date was fine. Like, the only weird thing about the date was I ordered a beer and he ordered a pink, like, cocktail.
That's not weird.
No, he pointed it out. He was like, isn't that a little weird? That, like, roles reversed. And I was like,
Ain't nothing wrong with a pink cocktail.
He invites himself over after dinner.
So at this point, though, she texts me. She's like, "We're on our way back to the
the
apartment."
whole plan. Sorry, this story is so messy. The whole plan with this night, after I found out he invited himself over, was that Syd was going to be home when we got home, so it wouldn't be weird.
This is the story I know.
Yeah. So she's not there, and I called Syd when we were still at the restaurant, and I was like, "Syd, are you home?" And she's like, "No, like I'm hanging out with X, Y, and Z." And
I was doing something. I don't know. I wasn't doing anything suspicious.
You were canoodling?
no, she was with the girls.
Sid, you
from
was
the
with
team.
I was
you
with the
was with a
girls.
sneaky
She was with the
link.
girls from the team.
You was with a sneaky link.
And I was so pissed. I was like, "Syd, we're literally about to, like, whatever the check, what's it
Oh,
called?
you know what I was doing?
Signature the
I was eating
Sign
honey,
it?
bro.
You
I
were gonna
remember.
Sign the check.
sign the check. We were going to sign the check. And
Signature of the check.
and she was like, "I don't know when I'm going to be back." And I was like, "You're kidding me."
Okay, well,
right?
you know what? Long story short, though, is I did drop everything that I was doing, and I did
she
come.
met us after a good 30 minutes.
No, I want to say it was a solid 15 because he was playing that song Dance Monkey, and I just want to point out
Dance
that
Monkey,
if
dance
you
monkey,
wait,
dance
if
monkey.
you like that song,
Do you like that song?
I do.
No.
if you like that song, you're the absolute worst person in the entire world.
She just came
that
after your
song
whole life.
is horrific.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me.
It's so good too. You're so good at it.
But
I have
walked
never
in-
voluntarily listened to that song. And he was like, "This is my favorite song." And I was like,
I walk in though. He has a glass of wine.
"No, not even glass. It was in a solo cup, I'm pretty sure."
That's-
we didn't have wine
that's mad
glasses.
frat.
Or was it in one of my? I just had a regular glass. I had those regular glasses.
No,
Okay.
no.
Well, he's
Wine glass? Wine glass.
Stemless.
Wine in the solo cup? Mad frat.
Okay. So
I'm
he's
a
drinking
mad
this.
frat.
He's drinking this wine. The song "Dance Monkey" is playing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey guys, like, what's up?"
Should I sing it so I can set the scene?
No, just shut
No.
up.
She stumbles in,
I'm like, "Hey guys,"
and I'm like, "Oh, thank God."
and I talked to them for a few minutes. And then I honestly, so there's this movie on Netflix, and it's called "Always Be My Maybe," and the two.
It's a really good movie.
It's honestly
a really good movie.
Oh, you've watched it?
He loves
Obviously.
rom-coms. The two main characters, like the girl is Chinese, and then the guy is Korean.
She's a fraud Chinese. No last name in Chinese is Tran, by the way.
Okay, so.
Yeah, so
Anyways.
take that.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, take
So
that.
Netflix was wrong, but she's Chinese and the guy is Korean. Sophia is Chinese
Mm-hmm.
and this guy is Korean. So I'm like, we should watch it together.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
Like with you there?
yeah. Well, okay, I didn't want to be alone
Did
with
you
him.
ask?
Yeah.
She knew.
No.
No, we
Oh, so
plotted.
you were like, this date sucked.
No,
She
no,
knew
no.
that I
It
was-
wasn't even that. Sorry. I'm
No,
so sorry
you're
to cut
fine.
you off. I didn't want to hook up with him. I don't like hooking up with people on the first date. Like, that's not my thing. Like, I
Ooh,
didn't want.
Soph is classy.
I
Take
am.
notes, fellas.
Like, I did not want him to come over that night. And it was because he invited himself over. Like, I didn't want to be like,
You weren't trying to
do that.
canoodle.
I wasn't trying. Like, the whole time when he was singing Dance Monkey, like, I thought he was trying to make a move. And I was kind of like, get away from me.
what a move,
Sounds
honestly.
like, that's something I would do.
You're
Actually,
like, dance for me.
I'll be honest with you.
Shimmying towards
Shimmy
it.
kiss, shimmy kiss.
I sang Frozen to a girl when we
First
were.
date?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of cute though because I like Frozen.
And then I did Moana.
No, but that's
And then I did
I like
Tango.
those
Di-
things.
That's different though, because
I-
those are musicals.
I
This
would
is
sing
a-
with you, but with
not-
Yeah,
Dance
she was
Monkey,
singing with me.
Dance, it's not it. Like,
So I walk in, I'm like, "Hey guys," whatever. I talk to them for like a couple minutes, and then I suggest the movie. But at this point, like I just said, spent a full day at work. Like I just taught
Yeah.
dance. I'm like kind of gross. Like I'll be honest.
also just during dinner, we had a full conversation, me and this man, we had a full conversation about how he didn't like watching like rom-coms and like stupid movies. Like he liked.
So I was strategic as hell. I'm like, I'm going to take a shower, and then after I'm done with the shower, like, we'll just watch it. While I'm in the shower.
He made a move. He made a move,
and then he's like, should we just like ditch Syd?
And I said, no, like this was pre-planned. Like I want to watch the movie. I was
You
very.
told him? You were just like straight up like, nah, this was planned.
This is planned.
Yeah, I was like, no, like Syd really wants to watch this movie with us. I was like, this was pre-planned. Like she wanted to do this with us. Like we have to stay here. And he was like, okay. And
he hated his life.
Yeah,
he was not paying attention at all.
So I finally, we sit down on the couch, we start this movie. I'm a cheese fiend. I love cheese. I don't eat dairy now, but I love cheese.
She's Italian.
I'm Italian. No big deal.
No big deal.
I got myself a package of cheese from Trader Joe's.
Cheese slices. Not even a block of cheese.
It was organic New Zealand cheddar, though. And
you're just chewing on it.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting.
It was really odd.
Like Schmidt and New Girl when he's upset. I'm just picturing you eating like a wheel of cheese.
Oh my God, you're Schmidt. No, I feel like a wheel of cheese would have been like better. Like this was slices.
She's just like sucking on a loaf of cheese.
At one point, I'm eating so much. He looks at me and goes, how many did you just eat?
Yeah, and then you drop cheese too. Like you drop slices of cheese.
I was on some other level.
Yeah.
But we're watching this movie, and then after the cheese comment, I felt really insecure, to be honest, and I felt really
that's not
unwanted.
I mean, it was a lot of cheese.
How much cheese are we talking?
Like I'm pretty sure it's a new package, and there's like 10 slices.
It was a suspicious amount. That's all I have to say.
I've just never seen someone snack on cheese like
That's
that.
sus.
And it was like we're on
like not a cheese stick. Like you're not like I love a string cheese.
But he was like, how many was that? And I go, count the because they're separated by papers. I was like, count the papers. I don't know. And then I felt really unwanted in that moment. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Which was incredibly rude because that was my worst fear of the night. Syd leaving.
Well, that's exactly what the guy wanted.
Yes. And
that's probably why he made the cheese comment.
Syd knew exactly what she was doing.
Totally.
But I thought that. I read the room wrong. Okay, because I thought that there was a vibe happening. Because I don't know. Because she kind of was making comments about. I misread the vibe. I kind of thought that she was into it.
She really missed the mark by like so much.
So at this point, though, I go into my room and I share a wall with the living room now. And it was an open floor plan.
She says she's going to bed.
I go to bed.
She did not go to bed. She was just freaking
laying. I'm not even exaggerating.
Laying ears on the wall, like eyes open, like.
I'm wrapped up like a burrito, full smiling, like ear to ear smiling. And I hear Sophia saying, Syd?
I'm literally calling for help, and I'm trying to play it off like me and this guy are talking, and I'm like, Syd is totally awake right now.
And he's like, no, she's asleep, and I'm laughing at this.
You should have like knocking on the
I had
wall.
a cry for help, and she didn't hear it.
I really misread the room.
Why would I be calling your name?
I thought that maybe you wanted some alone time. I don't know.
So why would I be saying Syd?
To make sure I was actually
set the
asleep.
mood.
We shared a wall.
Set the mood by calling Syd.
I don't know what that man's was into.
Oh my God.
We shared a wall.
Maybe he wanted some cheese. Maybe she thought you were calling her name like, yo, this man wants some cheese.
Long story short, though, that's how I completely destroyed their date and ruined any chance of a romantic relationship
you did
happening.
not. I destroyed the date by my text, first of all.
Yeah, it started off poorly.
Well, no, because she also deleted it from his phone. But mind you, when you have Apple products, it connects through the cloud.
I thought I was in the clear throughout that date and throughout the after date, whatever, when we're at our apartment. The second he leaves, I'm laying down and I'm like chilling and I'm like, holy shit.
The MacBook.
All iOS devices receive your messages. If you have an iPad, a MacBook, they all receive it, even if it's deleted on your phone. I Googled it right away. It was confirmed. And I literally...
Did he ever say anything to you?
No. It just like...
It's fizzled.
Yeah. After one day, he was like snapping me. And then the second day, I was like... and then
it'd be really fun if you ran into him like next week or something, and he's like talking like this. Like he's just like he walks around like a fake ass little voice.
I just really wanted him to confront me. Like I wanted him to be like, "What was that about?" Because I don't want him to walk around being like, "Hey."
Well, no, you ruined him.
Hey, Shotty.
You ruined him.
No, I know. And if you're hearing this, like, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, he's probably not gonna hear this.
There's nothing wrong with your voice. Like, if you have a high voice, there's nothing wrong with it.
Just own it.
When I texted Syd that, it wasn't even because I was like shitting
Ew.
on him for having
Ew, he
a
has a
low
high
voice. I mean, a high voice. It was just so I could prove a point.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was all there was to this text. But I feel bad because the way he received it was probably like, oh my God, he has a high voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a chronic overthinker, he definitely was like.
I felt so
No,
bad.
but that's just like the stress of first dates are so stressful, especially
Yeah.
if you don't really know that person before you go
like
on
a
that
blind
date.
first date type
Yes,
thing.
Yeah.
I would so much. Honestly, I would so much rather like be friends with a person, like hang out with them on other occasions, and then be like, actually, like, you know what, I'm kind of into you on a romantic level. Like, maybe we should go on a date.
That's always the easier way.
Yes, because then
That's the
I
easier
know
way.
things about. I don't want to.
Yeah, but when you're an
I don't
adult,
want to have to ask
That's
what your
why-
favorite color is.
when you're an adult, like that's just not how it works.
Well, yeah, because I
anymore.
went out on a date with a guy with jorts, and you know, I realized that he's not the smartest, and then I found out that he doesn't believe in women's rights. So
Yeah.
that just like
Is that
Fuck women's rights.
That's a deal breaker?
Women's rights.
yeah, women's rights probably most likely a deal breaker.
That's good. That's good.
No, fuck women's rights. That was a joke. That was a very big joke.
Ming's eyes just like batted. He was like, wait, what?
No, Ming
This-
and I
this-
share Asian glow, so we're
You're like on a
I-
connected
we're
level.
connected.
I feel like I have. I'm not gonna say.
You have Asian glow. Are we back to that conversation?
I feel like I might. I get red when I drink,
Yeah, I know. I
A
know
lot
white
of
people
people
that-
do
Yeah.
get red when they drink.
so I got the enzymes.
No.
It's
No,
the
I'm
lack
missing
of
the
it.
enzymes.
Do you get hot?
No.
Yeah, like my face.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know.
Then you just have a drinking problem. Literally, when I'm at Dages, like I've held like the beers to my face to cool myself down.
I don't have
But
that.
I'm
also,
overheating.
If I go on a date, though, I will have a Beverly. I call them a Beveragino.
a beveragino.
I'll have a nice Beveragino.
With
Would you like a
alcohols?
beveragino?
I'll just have one, you know.
Yeah, I know people that like
That's
take
boring.
shots before dates. Do you do that?
No.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I can't do that. I would love to like maybe take one or two.
Yeah.
I'll take a
Because-
shot on the date if they're willing.
I mean, I guess
Maybe
it
not the first
depends
one.
where you are. If you're at like a nice restaurant.
Yeah, you're like, yo, 2 blowjob shots to the table right
I've
now.
never gone on a date to a nice restaurant. I've never gotten asked out on a date to like an actually really, really nice restaurant where I've had to dress up.
Not a first date.
Not a first date.
Let me take you
I've-
out.
Oh wow.
I've been on
You
like
didn't answer.
Come on, I'll treat you right, girl.
The people want to know:
Yo,
is it a yes or no?
Shorty, I'll treat you right.
All right, last episode you literally
I
said
flaked.
no, not even that you flaked. You said, well, one, you said that you were gonna buy me flowers. You didn't.
Oh,
Dang.
Two, you said that I wasn't allowed to go on a date with you if I was dressed like this.
That's really
Like
rude.
that?
That's really rude.
I was wearing a sweatshirt last time too.
It can't be a casual date. Like, what's your
no,
beef?
we're going high end. This is a classy
You
broad,
have
so I'm
the-
taking her
you
out to a
have
nice
the
place.
money
Oh, I'm a
for
classy broad.
place.
Yo, daddy's money.
Take me to Steakhouse 85 and then we'll talk. Any first date that I've been on has been like a coffee date or
I don't count that as a first date.
oh, then maybe I don't.
Sorry.
Yeah, wait, what are, is that, because
This is a really good topic.
I think what constitutes like a first date is like going out to like dinner or going to like
A meal.
throw an axe, you know, like the hatchet
Yeah,
throwing
it's like an
thing.
Yeah.
activity.
Yeah,
And
like
honestly,
Topgolf.
Honestly, yeah. I
Not coffee.
Cute.
So I guess I went on coffee, and then a couple weeks ago, there's a man that I think is so adorable. He was a bouncer at the bar that we used to go to at school, and we went on an ice cream date, kind of. But I mean,
I'm sorry. I know this man.
I know this man's too.
No.
I mean, it kind of counted,
I'm
but then he
sorry.
also had ACL surgery, so I did have to put his crutches in my backseat, and I also did
That's
have to
really
drive.
That's like mad romantic though.
That's mad romantic.
awesome.
That'll make me mess
You were-
around and
He's
fall in
also a
love.
child.
That's like that TikTok song where it's like, I'm a mother.
No drama.
Very well executed.
That's
Thank
me.
you, thank you.
But yeah, that's it. And then the Jorts guy and he and I just got drinks. So then I guess I've never been out to dinner.
Like ever? On a first date.
Never on a first date.
Like your boyfriends have taken you out, right?
He who shall not be named didn't.
He took. Dang.
Yeah, he was-
He never take you to Mickey D's.
No,
Yeah.
he would take me to Sushi Palace and eat all you could eat sushi, and then I would get stuck paying. So that's what would happen.
That's
really
a
weird.
bad date.
That's really
That's a
weird.
bad date.
The
Bad
boy that I
vibes,
dated,
bad vibes.
the boy that I dated in high school, he would. I mean, it was daddy's money, but he would take me out. But you know what? I need a nice gentleman.
Dating in high school, when you think back, it's like so weird. The fact that you use your parents' money.
so cringe.
Like, that's just odd.
So weird.
I paid for their gifts with my parents' money. Like,
My
imagine.
parents bought them that gift.
Yeah, like, imagine.
I remember being in like 6th grade and like buying like not me, but like getting my girlfriend like Uggs and whatnot.
You
and
got a
just,
girl
like,
Uggs?
my-
Damn, your parents have money.
Shout out Shannon, baby. I miss you.
I miss you.
I still love you.
I miss you. I love you.
I still love you.
First love.
That's cute.
9/14/07. That was our anniversary.
Wow, a boy who remembers.
I text. We're really good friends.
Oh, okay.
I text her every year.
I think that your headphones are on wrong.
Yeah, they felt weird before.
Wait, are mine on wrong?
No, yours are on right.
How can they be on wrong?
There's a right and a left.
You know, that's.
Oh, there
I don't even
is.
blame you.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Who would know that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking at the R right now. But yeah, first dates are wild. Honestly, if you're listening and you want to take me out on a date and I find you attractive, I'll say yeah. And
I don't know. You're pretty hard to like reach.
I am pretty hard to reach.
You just have such a high wall.
I do.
Sorry, this got really deep.
Well, you know what? I bet you there's a man out there who's willing to climb that wall.
Yeah, Jordy.
I had a man actually who he is from the Philadelphia area, and he said that he would drive all the way to
That's
the
sus.
Jersey Shore.
I don't like Philly.
Well,
sus.
he would drive all the way to the Jersey Shore just to take me out. So
Did you say yeah?
No, you definitely didn't.
I said yeah, and then I felt bad about him having to drive so far. But
I don't
Don't
know.
feel bad.
Like, I just feel like you always entertain the idea of them coming to you or like them taking you out, and then when it actually comes to the time, you're always like, yeah.
well, actually, when George picked me up, so he
I just love that this guy is just jorts. Like,
Yeah,
straight
it's
out.
jorts.
Just
he
jorts.
had a pickup truck, which I was like, because
I
then
kind of like pickup trucks.
because then that meant though that he listened to country music, which he
I like country music.
Yeah, I like country music too.
Yeah. Am I more white than you?
maybe. I'm the one who wanted to celebrate Chinese New Year. So.
You are.
So he picked me up, and while he's outside, I looked at my mom and I said, "Do I have to go?"
Oh,
and
that's so
she
sad.
said, "Sydney, just go.
Then
just
why
go."
why even go on the date?
I don't know, but you know what was really weird is that on the date, he made a big deal about having to wear a mask to walk through the restaurant. It's like, just put the mask on. Like, calm down. Then he is sitting, we're on the water.
You and this guy were polar opposites.
Well, so this date, I knew who he was. We knew each other in high school. But mind you, we didn't really talk in high school, so I hadn't talked to him for 5 or 6 years before this date happened. So I really did not know a lot about him.
Okay.
Other than who he like dated and like that he played a sport in high school. That's it. So I really didn't know much. So I
He's
didn't
an athlete.
former athlete, like
High school? That doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
No.
You need to be
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people who listen are going to be like,
I'm sorry, but if you
screw
played
Syd.
if you played sports in high school, you're not like an athlete. You may be an athletic person.
but you're not an athlete.
Yeah.
But
I like that.
he was really like he was a good looking guy though. Very good looking. God blessed him with how good looking he was. Was
Not his fashion sense.
Not his fashion sense.
Nothing wrong with jorts.
We're sitting on the water
Depends
though.
how you
We're
rock
at a
them.
restaurant that's
rock
on
them.
the water, and he is sitting away from the water, like facing the entrance. And I was like, "Why aren't you like facing the water?" Because I'm facing the side so I could see the water. And he's like, "It's just a thing. I always just have to make sure that I'm facing the door because just in case, like, I have to escape." And I was like,
That's
"Wait,
odd.
Survival of the fittest.
What did you just say?" And then we got drinks, and then I had a sangria. He had a margarita.
Oh, a sangria.
And I
always get sangria when I go out.
like didn't order a second drink, and he ordered a second drink, and I was like, "Wait,
You're drinking.
you're driving?" And his drink was. He said his drink was strong.
How old was he?
He's my age.
He can legally drink and drive.
No, he can, but his drink was strong. He
No,
was
like legally, you're allowed to have like 2 or 3 drinks.
Oh
and
yeah,
drive.
like if you're under that percentage.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
But
like-
he was like, he's like, "Oh, I'm feeling it," and I was like, "You're driving me." Like, you also have a.
He was going Rainbow Road.
He had a church softball
was.
game after this too, so he should have been.
A church softball.
He was
game.
getting fired up for the game. That makes sense.
But
for Jesus's game.
talking to him though, I was like, he's not as.
Competent.
No, not that word. He just isn't as much of a thoughtful thinker as I
Competent.
am.
Intuitive.
Yes. He is very surface level with his brain.
I would say that the average person is. That's what I've come to realize.
And then I would say things and he'd
Do you
be
think
like,
you knew what an enzyme was?
I don't know if he knew what an enzyme was.
Do you think you knew what artificial
I'm going to
insemination was?
be really honest with you. I don't know exactly what an enzyme is.
It's with an E-N.
Enzyme?
And no M. There's no M.
Why do I feel like there's enzymes in milk?
They're
Is that? I feel like I learned about that in biology. Milk
whatever.
enzymes.
I feel like we sound really dumb.
he was nice though. He like did say, "Oh, like you put music on your Instagram story. Like I listened to your songs.
I love your Meg the Stallion songs."
I'm pretty sure it's Meg the Stallion.
It is the.
It is, yeah.
Because Syd yelled at me once for calling
I'm
him the
sorry.
Stallion.
It's okay. And
It's also Syd the Stallion.
A little.
but I was like, this is super awkward because I am still trying to get to know you, and I really was open going into the first date.
Mm-hmm.
Then I realized
You asked your mom, "Do I have to go?"
All right, but I went and my whole thought process after the date was, okay, the date was good. It wasn't great.
Mm-hmm.
If he were to ask me on a second date, I'd probably say yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if he didn't, I like really wouldn't care.
Yeah.
And then he asked me on a second date, and I said yeah. And then I found out that he didn't believe in women's rights,
And that's where it went downhill.
and that's when it went downhill.
I don't know. Dates are just so hard as an adult. Like, I hate it. Like,
Well, especially now during like the pandemic, it's like, how am I going to meet someone that's
doesn't
going to
even
ask me
count.
out on a date?
I'm not even considering that, but I'm just saying, like, what you said before, the whole friendship thing first and then going on a date, that's so ideal.
Oh, so ideal.
But that will barely happen now that you're an
know.
adult. It sucks. Like, do you
Aw.
like first dates?
Like a blind first date?
Have you been on a blind
Like,
first
not
date?
a friend.
No, I've never been on a blind first date.
Oh,
Never.
oh, well.
I would never do that. But
You would never.
there was a time
Never.
when I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and we were going on a date. We were actually meeting my family at a restaurant. And
Is this the first time she's meeting the family?
honestly, it could have been.
Ooh,
Wow,
big step.
T,
Big
T.
step.
Honestly, I think it might have been, yeah.
Wow.
So it was a big date.
Wait, she met the parents at a restaurant? I'm sorry, but that's so weird to me.
That is kind of weird.
Maybe it wasn't.
It's
No. The
normal.
first time she came over for a Sunday dinner. This was like,
Okay.
this might have been the following week.
Okay.
Yeah, she came over for
That's
Sunday
so
dinner because she met
formal. I
my
would've peed
cousin
my
and stuff
pants.
too. But anyway,
Vomited all over
my
your
family's
family.
super cool. So it's like, they're not like weird people.
Yeah, I think
Shout
it's
out
like an
Bridget.
American
Shout
thing.
out James. Shout out James. Shout out Gianna.
Sure.
Shout out the dogs and new baby Noki.
Gnocchis. But yeah, so my family's already there, right? So we're pulling up. As we pull up, I see, my brother's car, like behind me. I see it in my rearview mirror. I'm like, oh my gosh, like my brother's just getting here with his girlfriend. I was like, I'm gonna jump when we park. I'm gonna jump out and scare them. Mm-hmm. And my girlfriend at the time was like, yeah, like let's do it. So, I park, right? The car goes by, they park. Now these people are walking out, two people, my brother and his girlfriend. And I jump out to scare them. And I'm like, as I jump out, it's my ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend. I jumped and was like, as I made the noise, instead of like the noise, I was like, oh. I froze. I was like, oh. The both of them. Meanwhile, I hadn't talked to her in months.
Yeah.
And I didn't know she was seeing someone.
And you're with your new girlfriend.
Yeah, she probably didn't know I was seeing someone.
Tensions are high.
Wait, but he drove your brother's car.
No, it just was the same car. It was the same car.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like same model.
Same car, same everything.
He just stole his.
I was like, what? Wait, I was like, they don't know each other. And I freeze and my ex goes, hey, Jor.
Oh my god.
I think if that ever happens to me, I would just have to I would just combust.
I would
have to
just
just
drop on the
light
floor
myself on
and
fire
die.
and just call it a day.
Yo,
That's worse than my story.
The worst part was, so they walked in front of us, like they went in before us. So now I'm standing back with like my girlfriend at the time, and we're just looking at each other, and I'm like, what? Like, what just happened? Like, how did that happen?
Oh my
Like,
God.
what are the chances that
And for
I would
personal reasons, I'll be
mistake them-
passing away.
Yeah.
I would mistake them for my brother and his girlfriend, jump out to scare them. Like, that's not even something I would normally do. I
What
was
are the
like,
odds?
And-
We're living in a
What are-
simulation.
but my family's waiting inside. So she walked in to just see after seeing that, to see like my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, his girlfriend, who she was like, close with. We dated for a long time.
Oh my god.
And then, so me and my girlfriend walk in, and then we see my parents, my family. They're like, did you see? I'm like, did I see who just walked in?
Let me just
tell you what just
you.
happened. I was like, I
You're
can't
in
even
for one.
believe it.
Oh
And
my god.
Yeah, it was like, just what are the chances?
You win story of the
What
night.
is-
It
Like
was. It was.
it's better than mine.
I had never.
I'll give
I
it
had
to you.
never been
That's
so
bad.
frozen before in my life because I didn't. I made the noise, and I stood and I didn't say anything like no, sorry, no, oh my god, I thought you were this, my
you
brother.
never clarified with her?
So then I seen her at a DJ. Shout out DJ's Belmar. That summer, and she like bumps into me. So planned.
Definitely on purpose. She
And
was like,
I turn
didn't
around.
see you
I
there.
turn around and I was like, someone bumped into me, so I just wanted to turn around. And she was like, "Oh my god, I didn't know that was you."
She knew it was you. There's no way that someone
I know.
didn't see you out.
Especially your
What
ex.
you look like out.
Oh wow.
No, I don't think she meant it like that. I think she means like the kind of stuff I wear.
Yeah,
Oh,
like, do you see
okay.
Yeah.
this?
No, that was that. I wish that was a
That's
comment, but I know what you meant.
Oh, the Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
I heard about
Yes,
that. Yeah.
yes. And the first thing I said to her, I was like, "Yo, I'm so sorry for like what happened like in October when
Oh my god, you waited that long to clarify?
Well, I wasn't just gonna text her.
I would. I'd die.
I would never speak to her ever again. I would
Yeah,
change my
I
name.
didn't know what to do, and
Oh my
I said like,
God.
"I'm so sorry for like jumping out. I thought you were." I told her the whole story, and she was like, "I don't even remember that happening." I was like,
She remembers.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
a
like,
liar.
yeah,
Oh my
like, all right.
god.
You're listening to this. You're a liar. You remember
The
it
most
happening.
memorable thing
Yeah,
ever.
like it was traumatizing.
Oh,
because
for both parties,
I would
I'm
have
sure.
written that down in my diary.
when
It
they went
happened.
inside to like the restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
like we were all inside. Like my family was like standing on one end, like they were on the other. Like
Mm-hmm.
they like walked out and left because I think it was so
They
like,
were just so
traumatizing.
uncomfortable. Yeah. She remembered.
I mean, it's not funny,
She's
but
a
like
liar.
No, that's very
it's
funny.
yeah.
What a story.
Yeah. So
Bottom
if
line
you
is,
don't ever hide behind a car and jump out to scare someone because it might not be the person you think it is.
Okay, but I've also sorry. I have tried to scare one of my boyfriends before, like in their own home, and accidentally scared his father.
Ooh.
And that was really uncomfy because
Yeah.
like it's just odd. Like, a young girl scaring the father, like that's just odd.
Yeah. But I feel like, Sophia, you get uncomfortable in a lot of situations that
Yeah.
aren't really
But-
uncomfortable.
That's uncomfy. That's
That's
not uncomfy.
No, that's
A little bit,
uncomfortable.
especially
That's
if you're
a
not
little
like super
uncomfortable.
close with the dad.
Well, I'm just like not like
You're not jump out and scare you close.
yeah, no, I don't.
Also, you never know how someone's gonna react when that happens. Like, what if he just like decked
He
you?
could have went into a cardiac arrest.
When
Oh, I
get
was thinking, like,
scared-
physical,
When I
like-
get scared, I fall to the ground.
I fall to the ground.
Yeah,
I fall to the ground.
I scream and fall, even if it's like 2 minutes later. Like I gotta fall.
Even if I'm like watching a scary movie, like I could be in the movie theater, like
You have to fall to the ground. You have to take cover. Take cover.
Stands up completely, falls to the ground.
Rolls off the chair.
cause a scene. No, I was gonna say when I'm watching a movie and like I get scared, I'm sitting down. My like arms and my legs like flail. Like I
Yeah.
like kick. I'm like
my gosh.
a
I have like
kicker.
a full reaction.
Yeah. It's not just like ooh.
Oh my
I'm
god.
like whole body flails. I'm like who's
I
ever
love the
sitting next to me
theatrics.
is like getting elbowed in the face, like
Yeah.
kicked.
That's what I get nervous doing, like haunted walkthroughs, because I think that
I fall.
if something were to come out at me, though, I'm scared I'd just be like,
No, I
punch
just
it.
stop and like just freeze.
Yeah.
I just like
then I had a meltdown.
armadillo.
Imagine when I jumped out in front of my
What?
ex and her boyfriend,
Decked
like
you?
one of them just like kicked
What
or
was their
punched me.
reaction? Like
They were holding hands. I can like remember. I remember it so vividly. They were holding hands and they were just like they're like both their mouths just dropped.
Because he knew who you were. Or
Yeah, I would assume. I mean, like, yeah, he definitely knew who I was. I feel like you have to.
Yeah.
At that point. Like, my
there's no way
girlfriend at the time knew who she was.
Yeah.
Depends on like how long you're dating, but yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, they ended up dating for like a while after that.
Are they no longer together?
I believe they're no longer together.
R.I.P. Happens to the best
No,
of us.
he's not dead.
No, I know, to the relationship.
Actually, I can't confirm that. I don't know.
All right.
She's not dead.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, and then the best was like, so there was that awkward silence of like, I'm looking at them, they're looking at me.
It's dead silent.
That's scary.
It felt like an hour. It was probably like 5 seconds, and then she's just like, "Hey, Jor," and like again, like frozen, no response, and like they just walked past me, and all I did was like turn in my stance and like look at my girlfriend at the time, and I'm like, and we both were just like, what?
That's so scary.
I would die.
It was. I thought about it for like a week.
I don't
was
know
just
how you
like-
recover. I would think about it to this day. Like, I think about the scaring the dad situation to this day. Like, how embarrassing.
Yeah, that's. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
No, yeah, I'm so
It was
sorry.
so
for you.
uncomfortable. Because it's
That's-
uncomfortable when you just run into your like ex at the bar or in the
yeah.
street or
I don't know. I don't ever do that.
train.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I did.
You went
That
full,
came up on my
you went
Snap
full
memories
incognito.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah.
a few days ago.
Yeah, you sent it to me.
Yeah, I did.
You sent the memory to me.
Yeah, that happened. I was fully incognito, but I mean, well, there was also that time that we were out. Remember?
Yeah, and we totally.
We had I was like chug
left.
chug chug.
Yeah, we left. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had to escape.
Yeah.
But he never took me out on dates.
Nice.
Actually, one time I think for our anniversary, he said you have the option of either getting a gift or me taking you out to dinner.
Oh, that's
What was the thing? Like, didn't he get you something from the gas station?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. For Valentine's Day,
Really romantic things happened.
I bought him, he loved Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
I bought him, he was like, it didn't really make sense. His style is an enigma.
Yeah.
But he liked Ralph Lauren, but also liked streetwear. Like, it was,
And he would match them together.
yes, it was so
To each
weird.
their own.
I hate when people do
But
that.
I got him these really, really nice Ralph Lauren polo swim trunks. And they were like super cute, like 5.5 inch seam,
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah, I
And
know.
then I was like, I got him the trunks, and then I said, you know, we can go to like polo bar in the city, which is like exclusive. You know, we're fancy.
I was gonna
It's
say,
exclusive.
what's Polo Bar?
It's like a
Invite only.
yeah.
You gonna take me there?
No.
Same.
And he bought me a pint of
Ben and Jerry's?
Haagen-Dazs green tea ice cream, because I did like green tea. I do like green tea ice cream.
That's sus.
And he bought me
It is a little soft.
That's sus.
2 car air fresheners, and then he took the car air fresheners and used them. Like, so
I like wish I like knew you well when you dated this man, so
No,
I could
you know
just
what?
be like,
Jordan, if you knew me, you wouldn't have been allowed to talk to me. So
No
it's-
one knew Syd at that time.
I didn't talk
That's
to
true.
She was
anyone.
ghost mode.
I was so ghost.
That's true.
That's why when I went out after,
They're
people
like,
thought that
"We thought
I
you was dead."
He was literally
girl, I thought
just
you'd been dead.
doing his homework, cooking for him. That's all she did.
The life of a D1 girlfriend.
I used to
That has a savior.
I used to
complex.
always ask my girlfriends to do my homework,
Really?
and they would never.
I hate
Good
that.
thing I wasn't your girlfriend, because I would have done your homework.
You know what? It's more attractive if a guy can be a student athlete and do his homework.
Yeah.
I mean, I did my own shit because they would say no.
Be good at math. That's why it's one of my requirements now. You'd be good at math.
And spell. You like spelling, girl. I spelled some words for you last time. I knew you
Spell
loved it.
limousine.
Limousine. Yeah, I think we're out of time, guys.
but actually, we are.
LIMO.
So sad.
Yeah. Zine.
But actually, we are out of time.
To sum things up, first dates suck. Never ask me on a first date. I'm not going. I only go on the second date. Don't jump out thinking that it's your brother, because it might be your ex-girlfriend.
And probably
And her new boyfriend.
and probably believe in women's rights. Probably.
Yeah.
And then also, if you're entertaining the fact of asking me on a date, I'm probably gonna continue to entertain you, but the date's never gonna happen.
Yeah. Those are the takeaways for today.
I'm the absolute woe.
Yeah.
But my friends.
Friend.
My friend.
was good.
I just lost.
We should do like, the quartet people. My friends, my friends,
My friends.
my friends.
I just lost all air in my lungs. I really hate saying goodbye to you all. I do.
I know.
I really hate it. But guys, don't worry. I'll be back next week with my dear friend Jordy and whoever we have as our guest. We
Not
don't really know
me.
yet. Not Sophia. Sophia won't be here.
Say your goodbyes to Soph.
But
See ya.
maybe she'll come back.
I will. Guys, this was so much fun.
Yeah, Sophia was honestly nervous coming
Yeah.
on because Sophia has a vlog.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew that.
I YouTube.
She's a-
Yeah, plug yourself real quick.
No, I'm actually quitting YouTube. This is actually the first
Oh.
time I'm going public.
She's retiring. She retired on Barely Friends podcast. This is huge news.
I feel like Conor McGregor, retiring. No, actually, it's actually really unconfirmed. I just realized last night I rescinded my retirement. So I take that back. Go subscribe if you want, some content.
You really are like Conor McGregor.
Yeah, there's so many
I'm
videos.
coming back. I'm
You're
coming
coming
back.
back instantly.
You just retired and came back all within 20 seconds. That was insane. But there are videos of me doing shenanigans on her YouTube. We used to have a fun time. We did Chubby Bunny one time. I choked on the marshmallows. It's fine. But yes, so Sophia is plugging her YouTube channel.
You really don't have to subscribe. I really don't care.
Subscribe.
I don't care.
She cares.
She cares.
I really don't. Please actually don't subscribe.
Okay,
because
well, Sophia, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I truly do. Thank you for having
No,
me
she's
on.
gonna come back another time.
No, yeah,
You're invited back.
me and Ming's friendship is inseparable.
We
so
love Ming,
We
honestly.
love.
inseparable.
And I learned a
Sorry.
lot today.
I said
You did
About
a lot.
enzymes and Asian glow.
I learned that enzymes
Are
is
in
with
milk.
an N. Unconfirmed.
We
You never
never
confirmed.
no, I'm telling you. I know for a fact.
Okay. Sure. I'll take your word.
But friends, always remember to kiss your friends
And shop locally.
and shop local. We got merch coming soon. No big deal. But
Merch
always
is
kiss
dropping.
your friends and shop local. Thank you for listening. I'm Syd Groves.
I'm Jordy Pagano.
I'm in love with all of you. Good night.
I'm Sophia Tian.
I'm in love with Syd.
I'm in love with myself.
All right, goodbye.
Self-love.
Goodbye.
See ya.